Senate and House of Representatives reconvene after annual recess, pledged to expedite process of amending the 1999 Constitution. Change of baton at the Independent National Electoral Commission as chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu bows out after a decade in the saddle. And Kogi State Government fortifies security in Yaba West local government area. Hello and many thanks for joining us on the news desk at 6 on NTN News 24. We are live in Abuja. I am Chinenye Moi. We start from the National Assembly, where Senate today reconvened plenary after 10 weeks of annual recess. Godswill Akpabio, who, while presiding, urged his colleagues to be steadfast in the discharge of their constitutional responsibilities to make the Federation stronger, governance efficient, and democracy more inclusive.
With reforms to steady our economy, we must draw investments. We must broaden the tax base as we have done through the tax reforms. And we must nurture the growth of our nation. We must strike hard at the enemies of ignorance, disease by strengthening education, healthcare. We must do everything to counsel the misconceptions outside the shores of this country, because Nigeria is greater and Nigeria is more united than they are trying to make the world to believe. We must give the youths of Nigeria not only hope, but opportunities. We must revisit the constitutional amendment.
He also read communications from President Tinubu seeking confirmation of appointees into agencies of government and his assent to key legislations, including bill amending the Nigeria Police Trust Fund. Senate passed 2 bills for second reading, just as it concurred to another from the House of Representatives. Meanwhile, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Oduahan also joined her colleagues at plenary, having served the 6 months of suspension over alleged violation of Senate standing rules. Similarly, the House of Representatives says it will expedite the process of amending the 1999 Constitution as well as bills tailored towards security and electoral reforms. Speaker of the House, Tajuddin Abbas, stated this at resumption of plenary after the annual parliamentary recess. He revealed that 87 constitution amendment bills are currently awaiting further debates and voting on the floor of the House for onward transmission to the state assemblies before the end of December this year. The Speaker assures that the legislature will produce a new electoral act that will stand the test of time to lower the cost of conducting elections and establish clear timelines for resolving electoral disputes. At Tuesday's plenary, 3 new members were sworn in by the Speaker. They are Omesede Igbinedion, representing Ovia Federal Constituency of Edo State; Joseph Bagudu, representing Shikun Kajuru Federal Constituency of Kaduna State; and Mukhtar Rabiu, representing Garaki Babura Federal Constituency of Jigawa State. And to electoral matters now, INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu has concluded his second tenure as INEC Chairman today. After 10 years in office, Professor Mahmood Yakubu handed over to INEC National Commissioner May Agbamuche Mbu as acting INEC Chairman, pending the appointment of a new INEC Chairman by the President. The handing over was made during a meeting with resident electoral commissioners. And from the Temple of Justice, the Supreme Court has commended adjudication on the matter between the Osun State government and Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice over the legality or otherwise of the funds allegedly allotted to factional local government chairmen in the state. Olabode Arewa reports that the suit is in response to who are the legitimate council chairmen in that state.
In November 2022, 20 chairmen emerged from a local government election conducted by the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission, OSIEC. The legality of that poll had been in dispute, prompting the PDP-led state government to mount legal challenge to the emergence of the chairmen from the APC. Attorney General for Osun State approached the Supreme Court, praying to invalidate the APC LGA chairman from assuming office. The Minister of Justice is the sole defendant. Although issues have been joined between the two parties, counsel to Osun State government, Musibao Adetumbi, withdrew his earlier suit and filed a fresh suit based on some new developments in the matter. Although counsel to the Attorney General of the Federation, Akinolu Jimi, opposed the notice of discontinuance, the Apex Court overruled him and discontinued the suit. In the fresh suit filed by the Osun State government, the plaintiff alleged receipt of a letter said to have emanated from the AGF's office that some of the LGA's monthly allocations should be disbursed to the chairman from the APC faction. Osun State as plaintiff told the court that although the purported disbursement had been stopped through a court order, the government wants the rest to be preserved from being dissipated or spent.
We've canvassed what we believe to be the law, the position of the law, and we trust in the Almighty God, we trust in the wisdom of their lordships.
The Supreme Court, having received all the processes in the case, it adjourned the matter sine die for judgment. From the Supreme Court, Olabode Arewa, NTA News.
Minister of Agriculture and Food Security Abubakar Kyari has affirmed the country's commitment to fulfilling the obligations outlined in the Kampala Declaration. The minister, who was speaking at the National CAADP Summit aimed at domesticating the African Union's Kampala Declaration on Agricultural Transformation and Food Security. Musa Baba Aliyu reports.
Nigeria is a signatory to the African Union's Comprehensive Africa Agricultural Development Program, CAADP, launched in 2003 to enhance agricultural productivity and food security.
To domesticate this market.
Key players in the agricultural sector, including development partners, are reviewing this document and its domestication in Nigeria.
Maputo Declaration, Malabo declarations, all of them have the setback of not carrying along the subnationals.
So our responsibility as stakeholders is to take some information back to our respective states, get it integrated in a working formula.
The Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, stated that Nigeria is committed to meeting its obligations, stressing the need to move beyond traditional approaches and advocating for bold reforms to create productive, resilient and inclusive food systems.
It is important to acknowledge that the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR has made tremendous efforts by providing clear policy direction and fostering stronger collaboration with the states in the implementation of the Malabo Declaration.
Through our implementing partner GIZ and the Sustainable Agriculture Systems and Policies project and complementary initiatives, we are dedicated to strengthen evidence-based policymaking, gender equality, climate-smart agriculture, and regional learning.
CAADP is an Agenda 2063 continental initiative aimed at helping African countries eliminate hunger and reduce poverty by promoting economic growth through agricultural-led development. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
Advancing sustainable urban development requires a multifaceted approach by building communities, nurturing ecosystems, and creating inclusive spaces for all. This was the message of the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Musa Dangiwa, during the North Central Regional Workshop for Sustainable Buildings in Nigeria, held in Abuja. The engagement is part of the NDC scorecard for building projects.
Our strategic vision as a ministry rests on these 5 pillars. 1. Policy reform and standards. We are working to revise outdated building codes and enforce green building standards, policies that support development, energy efficiency, water conservation, and climate-smart designs.
Globally, building sector accounts for nearly 40% of the final energy use, making it one of the significant sectors to decarbonize, to move the country forward towards their Paris Agreement.
We want to see real change and prevent ourselves from locking in carbon incentive and highly vulnerable cities going downstream. Then we need to take the action where the growth is actually happening, which is in Abuja and the North Central.
30 fast approaching, Nigeria's building sector is raising awareness, and stakeholders are working to make homes and cities greener, resilient, and central to the country's climate change. To security matters, and from the Confluence State, more than 100 security operatives made up of the military, police and local vigilante have been deployed on the directive of the Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo to checkmate banditry and killings in Isanlu Esa Okoloke in Yaba West local government area of the state. The governor made this known during his visit to the community. Ajibola Christopher reports.
Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo, alongside top government officials in Isanlu Esa Okoloke, Yagba West local government area of Kogi State, commiserates with the Nigerian police force and the people of Isanlu Esa community over the loss of their loved ones recently killed by bandits. The deployment of more security forces to the area, the governor notes, will tackle bandits head-on, restore peace and economic activity in the trouble zone.
Our men, our gallant officers are doing very, very well. Their morals are high. They are in a very high spirit because we are winning the battle already.
Governor Dodo warns the people of the community who are aiding and abetting terrorists in the forest to desist or be ready to meet their Waterloo. Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo also speaks on the issue of illegal mining of mineral resources in the state.
The so-called acclaimed licensed miners, I want to sound it very clear that if you have your own licenses and you refuse to come for profiling with the security agencies and Kogi State government, we will treat you as criminals.
Commander 12th Brigade, Nigeria Army, Chari Megumeri Barak in Lokoja, Commander Kasim Sidi says the Joint Task Force remains committed to securing the routes linking the community to Kwara State, where bandits operate.
We intend from here, sir, to project further until we clear out of Kogi State. In line with your vision of ridding these states with criminals and criminalities.
The Joint Task Force has been in Isanlu Esa Okoleke community of Yagba West local government area over the past 1 week. Ajibola Christopher, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. We'll take a break here. There will be more reports when we return this day.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blend in performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent vehicle, the pride of African roads.
This is NTA News 24.
Many thanks for staying on. In Kano, reporters, Kannywood stars and digital creators came together to highlight key development strides transforming communities across the north. The conversation focused on how federal initiatives are reshaping lives and driving regional growth under the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu. Awal Salisu reports.
In this hall, Kannywood stars, journalists and social media influencers from Kano converged and united by a common goal to spotlight the development strides of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration in northern Nigeria. Since assuming office, President Tinubu has rolled out a series of initiatives targeting long-standing infrastructural and social challenges across the nation. And in the north, the impact is becoming visible. From rehabilitated highways and revitalized railway lines to youth empowerment and social intervention programs, progress is steadily unfolding, powered by federal government support.
The new home estates, the lower food prices, the ongoing 140 kilometer by 2, which is 280 kilometer of Abuja-Kaduna-Kano Expressway, and improved security in northern Nigeria.
The gathering in Kano serves as a platform to review, track and promote both completed and ongoing projects, efforts that are driving economic growth and transforming livelihoods across northern communities. In Kano, Awal Salisu, NTA News.
Delays in driver's license and number plate issuance may soon be a thing of the past as the Federal Road Safety Corps sets to roll out its enhanced driver's license and upgraded system infrastructure. FRSC Corps Marshal Shehu Mohammed revealed this at the 2025 Customers Service Week at the Corps headquarters. Yemi Ajayi reports.
Concerns have mounted over the prolonged delays in the issuance and renewal of driver's licenses and number plates across the country. Many applicants who have completed the necessary processes remain in limbo, waiting and wondering when they will finally receive their documents. In response, the Federal Safety Corps says it has been working tirelessly to resolve these issues, and now it appears that relief is in sight. The Corps Marshal has announced the launch of its enhanced driver's license alongside the upgrading of its system infrastructure aimed at ensuring faster processing and easier access to licenses and number plates, all within a matter of days.
We are upscaling, upgrading the technology and system infrastructure of these two products, and by the grace of God, within this month we are launching an enhanced driver's license to improve on the service delivery and efficiency. And we want to tell them that our teaming motorists and road users that they should continue to abide by the road traffic rules and regulations so that we have safety first, safety always, and safety forever.
The Corps Marshal appealed for patience from those still awaiting their documents. He reassured applicants that the Corps is committed to improving service delivery and will continue to uphold legislative standards, implement relevant policies, and enforce traffic regulations, all geared towards reducing road traffic crashes and enhancing road safety across the country. Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
Governors elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party have pledged to ensure unity, transparency, and credible internal workings ahead of the party's national convention scheduled for November 15th and 16th in Ibadan, Oyo State. The governors made the commitment in Abuja during the meeting of the PDP National Convention Organizing Committee Protocol Subcommittee. Timothy Yusuf reports.
This meeting is part of preparations for the Ibadan Convention, where 19 new members of the National Working Committee are expected to be elected. Chairman of the National Convention Organizing Committee is Governor of Adamawa State, Amodu Fintiri, while Governor of Plateau State, Caleb Mufwang, leads the Protocol Subcommittee.
apart from Islam, PDP is next to any association that I commit myself to. It has given me everything that I have achieved in life. So I will forever remain eternally grateful to this party. And like you said, not under our leadership, not during our time, that we will let this party down.
Those who started PDP will not want or wish that it will die in our time. And we therefore have a responsibility to make sure that we keep the platform alive for the people of Nigeria.
The convention committee promised to conduct thorough screening of aspirants and ensure that all eligible contestants are given equal opportunity to seek election. The convention delegates list is to be released publicly as members are urged to remain calm and participate in the process. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
A collection of emerging young leaders under the banner of Gen Z for Good Governance is appealing to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to adopt a multi-stakeholder approach in the appointment of the next INEC chairman. At a media briefing in Abuja, the young emerging leaders are also suggesting a similar approach in the appointment of national commissioners and resident electoral commissioners. Their decision is promised against the backdrop of the INEC chairman's tenure ending by November 2025.
With information at our fingertips, technology shaping our lives, and global conversations within our reach, we are empowered like never before. In our search for solutions, we have studied reforms and proposals, including the Citizens' Memorandum for Reform of the Electoral Legal Framework.
We are ready to match that courage with action, but we need a system worthy of our faith. Credible elections are the lifeblood of every democracy, and as the 2027 general election draw closer, history will remember the choices you make now.
A high-level women's conference on advancing social justice and ending violence against women has held in Abuja. Convened by the Nigerian Women Trust Fund, the landmark event spotlighted the critical role of women leaders in addressing violence against women and girls, while also celebrating the 65th anniversary of the Ford Foundation's Office of West Africa.
We believe that social justice is not just a privilege, it is a right. And the journey towards achieving it begins when women and girls are safe, valued, and empowered to thrive without fear or limitation.
We have implemented a series of result-based programs and activities to ensure that more women attain leadership positions in Nigeria.
You're still on to the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Let's take another look at our major stories. Senate and House of Representatives reconvenes after annual recess, pledged to expedite process of amending the 1999 Constitution. Change of baton at Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, as chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu bows out after a decade in the saddle. And Kogi State Government fortifies security in Yaba West local government area.
This is NTA News 24.
And that concludes the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Many thanks for watching. I am Chinenye Moe.